another type of percent type problem is what we call simple interest. Simple interest is kind of the beginnings of investing in banks and stocks and things like that. You hear a lot of investment. Simple interest is just a kind of an introductory way of getting into investing. So simple interest is a simple formula. I is equal to P times R times T. Or I, again, stands for the interest that you're going to earn or pay. The principal is going to be, the P is going to be the principal or the amount invested. The R is going to be the interest rate, and typically we put that in decimal form. And the time is going to be, again, time in years. So that's going to be important that time is, it's typically in years, unless specified otherwise. Because most of the time, the interest rate is going to be what they call an annual interest rate. And an annual interest rate is always considered a yearly rate. And at time, let's always match how the interest is being compounded there, calculated. So, let's look at another example here. What is the simple interest on a $4,000 investment at 9% for 1 year? So again, we're looking for the question. Notice this time, though, the question's at the top. What is the simple interest? So that's what we're looking for. So the information we're picking up on, there's a $4,000 investment at 9% for 1 year. So there's some information that we pick up on as well. So again, the given in this problem is we're looking for the simple interest, so that wasn't given to us. The principal, so I'm going to use the letter P. The principal is going to be the $4,000. The rate is going to be that 9%, but we want that in decimal form, and we learned that 9% as a decimal is the same thing as 0.09. Okay, remember, percent kind of means to divide by 100 or move the decimal 2 places to the left. So if I slide that decimal 2 places to the left, that's going to give me the decimal form of 0.09. My time, in this case, that was also given to us. That was 1 year. So we're now ready to replace. So I stays as it is. The principal we changed to 4,000. And I'm going to use parentheses to denote multiplication. The rate was 0.09. And the time was 1 year. So now we're ready to do our next step, which is to multiply. And again, I'm going to just let the calculator do that math. Probably don't need to. So 4,000 times 0.09, or 0.09, times then 1, and that does give me 360. So I just substitute it straight into the calculator, and that gave me 360. So therefore, what we pick up on then is $360 is going to be the interest earned. So your conclusion then is going to be $360 is going to be your interest made on that $4,000 investment in a year. So you can kind of see money can pay. You set the money in, it sits there for a year, it calculates 9% interest on it, and you actually get a return of $360 without doing anything. So that's how they say kind of, time is money. That's how it plays out. So let's look at another example. Find the simple interest on a principal of $7,500 invested at 6.5% for 9 months. So again, we're looking for that simple interest. We know that they gave us the principal. It's invested at 6.5% for 9 months. That's a little tricky here because that 9 months is not in a yearly format. So let's start with what's given. So the principal we know is $7,500. The rate is 6.5%, but we want that in decimal form. So if I move the decimal 2 places to the left, that's going to be 0.065. So So if I move that 2 places left, I should end up with then 0.065. The time is 9 months, but I have to change 9 months into years. And we know that 9 months is a fraction of a year. Since we know there's 12 months in a year, that's going to be 9 months out of 12 months. So 9 months is a fraction of a year, 9/12. And I can divide each one by 3. Hold on a second. Well, first take math for you. Bless me. So now I got to reduce this on down. I can divide the numerator and denominator both by 3, so that's reducible. So it's going to reduce on down to 3/4. So 3/4 year is going to be my my time. So now I'm ready to replace. So the interest is going to equal then 7,500 times 0.065 times then 3/4. So again, we'll just let the calculator do the number crunching for us. So 7,500 times 0.065 times 3/4. And yeah, calculators do fractions. So we'll hit enter. And that gives me, let's see here, not the cleanest number. So it looks like we get $365.625. So when we multiply, we get that. And since we're talking money, we probably want to round that to the nearest penny. So I probably want to round it to that nearest penny. So what we pick up on then is our conclusion should be then $365.63 would be the interest. So once again, I invested more at a smaller rate for 9 months, but it actually returned a better, well, almost about the same, just a few dollars more than what was over here invested for a full year. So that'll give you some insights of how to work some simple interest problems. Stay tuned.